Hello. Welcome to my stream. It's a late night talk with romantic developers. Recently, I started thinking about making it maybe morning time talk because looks like I could find some time in the mornings, my mornings, and in many cases, mostly in the same time to do the stream. Of course, it would be limited by like 1 hour or so, but maybe it would be fun. And we can leave late night talk for Sundays and Saturdays. So yeah, let me see if I can hear me. Okay, I need to disconnect from my headphones on my phone. Normal operation. And let's see. Okay, I can hear myself pretty well. So yeah, we shouldn't get lost during that operation, during that stream. So let's get started. Yesterday was a pretty productive discussion for us when we discussed most of the things, of course, not with someone, not with real people, but more with chat bots like ChatGPT and with our helpers like real-time ChatGPT interface, which mimic Marvin from Hitch Guide Autostop by Galaxy, by Hitchhikers. Yeah, I need to learn how to pronounce this word. Sorry, the author. So example of one of the funny bot which we built, which could communicate with us following some basic instructions. And we have another chatbot which could connect to our live chat and do something like replying to our questions and so on. Maybe we can quickly connect it. Give me 1 second. I think we can go here. Oh, we also need our... Okay, it's my yesterday stream. Hello. Yeah, let's look. And now we have that stream. If we come here and try to stop it immediately, okay, we can copy our ID, stream ID. Of course, it's possible to set up our chatbot to do to find out that stream ID from our channel, but we just allow it to connect to any stream. Oh, and it's saying that right now we should log in because it lost its authentication. Sometimes it's happening maybe from time to time, like maybe once a week or once a few days. Let's see. So it's connected and it's put something like, hi everyone, chatbot is here, is active. So now it will know how to respond some questions, including our questions about the stream, including questions about previous stream, including questions about some new generic news, latest generic news and news in AI world. And of course, all the general knowledge which ChatGPT or Mini would have. So, and as we understand yesterday, it's actually should be called not like chatbot, but rather AI agent. Yeah, AI agent. So basically we built an AI agent. Why it's so? Because look at my hands. I could do nothing at that stream. I could just go sleep, take a nap for maybe like 1 hour, for example. And if you join the chat and start typing something into the live chat, it will take decisions itself. It will take decision if it even need to respond to you, and then it take a decision which respond to you to send, and in the middle it will take a decision if it need to call any of its functions. So he know about like 4 or 5 functions, like get information from the latest streams, get latest news, etc., etc. So it will take those decisions. Of course, right now it couldn't do large harm because ChatGPT 4 basically well protected from providing you some harmful content, unless you trick it to, but it's very hard right now. It's much more harder than with initial models. And because we didn't provide any functionality which can do something real, like kicking some users from chat, it cannot do that at the moment. So it means that it's not harmful, not like like other AGI, AI agents could be. So we understand that we built AI agent. Also, the whole application which we built and it's shared on the GitHub, which called YouTube AI Helper. Actually, it's also AI agent. Why it's so? Because we do some operation one after other, and once we start, you know, it's not highly predictive. What I mean, it's not exactly using the one in the infinite loop for doing the things, but probably we could even rewrite it to the one infinite loop. What it's do? It's do several, of course, it do some action after action. So it's download video from YouTube. It's transforms the video to very compressed OGG format. Then it send it to Whisper. Then if we don't have any specific options, it's go and try to improve it using AI. So we call it AI LLM. So using LLM, so it provides some instructions and improving the transcript. Then it get back the transcript, combine it if it's multiple chunks, and then it on the next stage it's an okay. It would be a transcript with which I will work. So it's make basically a decision that it will work with that type of transcript. Then it's looking our prompts folder where we have some prompts ideas, and it's generate answers for all those prompts ideas and preserve them as files. And then it will go to our YouTube if it can, of course, but we preserve a token, so it could do it pretty instantly for several days for sure. And it will go and update our YouTube video. And all of those operations it do without our interactions. The only thing we do, we execute the first command, hey, full process, and it will get everything and do the full process and push it back to YouTube. And actually it's do some real thing. It's update YouTube title, description, keywords. It's remove previous transcripts and upload new transcript and so on. So it's pretty big job. And if we slightly change it to run in a loop and look in our channels to any new stream and then go and do that with that stream or with that video, and we will run it somewhere. So it would be full AI agent which can know how to do the task. It's know how to download, analyze, transcribe videos, then build proper description, titles, keywords, and then publish it back to YouTube. So yeah, actually all this time we built not tools but agents. And yeah, I heard several interviews today from the past year about that this word would be this year, I'm sorry, this word, of course, word in year 2025 or year 2025 in this world will be the world where AI agents will take more and more actions, more and more responsibilities, and will start to replace more and more, let's say, workforce. And it's really very possible, because I saw on Fiverr jobs like, hey, we could process your video and transcribe it, do some work with that, and make it beautifully described for YouTube. Correct? We can do the same. We can do exactly the same, and it's pretty cool. And it just right now, I'm now so thinking that I could do that work on Fiverr. You know, I could post a job listing that I could do it for them, and I will not do that, but I'll just give them access to my program, and they'll do it. That program will do it for them. The only thing, I need to build some nice website so they could upload their videos or authenticate on their YouTube channels and just push video ID, something like that, and it will do all the job. Nice. Never thought about it. I could put very small price, like $2 per video. No, $3 per video, and it should work. Yeah, great idea. The idea is so great that I need to write it. By the way, my ducky protector. I need to show you closer. Okay. Now, camera, please do a trick. Hopefully YouTube will not ban us because of guns. It's dog guns. But yeah, and I'll add a viewer listing to process videos for YouTube. By the way, we could not only process those videos like creating descriptions or titles or keywords, but probably we could do even smarter work, like keywords which are good at this moment, how to call it, which are trending keywords. Yeah, I need to learn more about that topic. What else? It could be generate some short text for other platforms, like for, let's say, Telegram, for X Twitter, X, for, I don't know, maybe some for Instagram, I'm not sure, for Facebook, and maybe we could provide some specific instruction for each platform and provide some good example of what we expect. So it will do what it should have to be done all this time. So yeah, it could be a really nice work. The only thing that I need to tell that, hey, I'll not do it myself. I will ask AI to do that after our conversation. So probably we need also to provide some chatbot which will build proper instructions, all that configuration we have, just to do it properly. So you have an idea, you can use my code and build that before me. Hopefully you're not looking at this stream, because there are not so many people watching the stream and hearing for my ideas how to become rich, really rich. Okay. So let's summarize what we done on our previous stream. On our previous stream, we decided to create at least several bots. One would be responsible for live chat. Other would be responsible. Maybe it would be not separate bot, but just separate process. It would be responsible for live transcription because it's slightly different. We couldn't use the same model. We could use, but it would be pricey. Yeah. So live transcription. And the last bot would be a bot when we want to talk to someone and hear some voice, and it could be one of maybe random bot, which are Marvin from Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy, or it could be Blender robot which hates cats. It could be Tas or something from Interstellar. It could be that nice AI machine from Space Odyssey 2001, and other nice robots from Wall-E. But Wall-E, you know, do we need a garbage bot? Yeah, maybe it sounds good for it sounds good, garbage bot. So garbage bot for our live chat. Okay, so yeah, we'll have all of these bots maybe selected randomly, and we could speak with it and ask some questions when we try to talk to that. So yeah, it would have a nice addition. And maybe that bots should also put their replays into our stream chatbot, stream live chat, so we could hear everything. It's not only we say in microphone, but also some response from those chatbots as well. Okay. So maybe let's discuss very quickly the latest news. What do you think? And for that, I need to switch my applications. Okay, no. Okay, it's playing jokes with me. So let's open our YouTube AI helper. Ba-bam. And it's our latest real-time chatbot, which was pretty nice, but we decided not to go with it for our designated tasks. And let's just open our test IPNB. Yes. And we have our discussion starters. Let's just confirm that we read everything, and let's get the latest news using SERP API and Word News API. So we will generate the news, and it can be reused by our chatbot, which is connected right now to live chat. Why it could be reused? Because it uses exactly the same files, exactly the same code base, and it has some internal functions which make it agent. So yeah, something we couldn't extract from here. Okay, we extracted, but really small amount of time, a small amount of characters, you see. Okay, and what would be their questions? And probably we need to slightly change our discussion starter's tone, because yeah, I don't think I like it a lot. But still, it's what we have, because I don't have questions from you. So I need go and okay. And can I see a preview? Yes, I could see a preview. So let's increase fonts for a second. Questions. Reflections. Really? Again, Los Angeles? It's not listening what we are talking about on previous streams. How can further leverage of AI technologies enhance community resilience and improve emergency response strategies? Are there any innovative applications you're particularly excited about in this context? You know, I haven't read news about exciting AI applications, which I'm excited about it. But I should think that AI should teach government people how to what their tasks are. I understand that a large part in this disaster is in nature events. Mm, yes, but I believe there are other factors which play its role. So the AI should teach the people how to be prepared, because I believe it's the main factor why it's happened and why it's still continuing to happen. About other technologies like AI, self-driving drones, which could identify such events like wildfires and notify fire departments about it, and also some people in those regions. Also, it could evaluate possible spread of the fires and so on and so on. Of course, it could be implemented. Also, some live chatbots which could help people to find where to go in safe place and answer multiple questions which will be repeated from multiple people over and over again over the phone or over the other things. Also, they could be available on the on the websites as a live chatbot for the same reason, and they could connect with operator if needed, of course. But surely they should reply in the very nice, helpful tone to the people. Sometimes it's better than talking to a live person who not very well aware of the situation. Considering the tragic loss of lives and homes due to LA wildfires, what ethical considerations should we keep in mind when deploying AI in disaster scenarios? How can we ensure that AI assists effectively without infringing on privacy or other fundamental rights? No way, no way. If we deploy AI, it will, I mean, it's always a choice. Do you want a privacy or do you want an AI help? Because whenever you have AI, it means you have someone eyes and someone who could analyze something and see and make some decisions. Maybe it would be just decision to notify someone, etc., etc. We still could prevent AI to look into inside of your houses, but if you outside, probably no way. And again, we talked about some hard stops for AI. We talked about adding boundaries and why we still need developers and programmers and engineers, how they could limit AI spread. But again, do you think someone can stop AI spread? I don't. It's just question of time, of energy, and that's it. And technical question. We are working on optimizing our live chatbot real-time transcription using Whisper while managing cost. As we scale the system, what the new technical challenges do you anticipate, and what innovative solution or emerging tools could help us address them? We are not doing such great system and not such a great scale. We understand that current real-time API from SDK from OpenAI is not exactly we need for scenarios where we just need our live content transcribed. That thing created to immediately reply to a question. So, of course, if you want to talk, it's fine. If you want to transcribe, it's just overkill. So it was a decision which took long, but we did it. And data scarcity for AI LLMs. Elon Musk recently highlighted that we are running out of new data to train large language models, but emphasized the importance of maximizing the utility of the existing data. What are your thoughts on the potential data crunch? How we can innovate and to continue advancing AI models despite these challenges? I think it's not true. It's just a way to get more data, more data, more data. Believe me, existing amount of data is fully sufficient to learn AGI or to learn any models to be very smart, much smarter than any human which live or lived before, except maybe few genius. It could be much smarter on the data it could access right now. What they are talking, because their approach to learn these models is not too innovative. They're very based on some nice approach, which is work very well, but it's not genius approach, not good enough. And that's why they look for more data, just to make the models more natural. And again, it's always a question what we should use for learn and what we should use to verify and what we should use to fix, etc., etc. All of those are the questions. We have a largest amount of data available. See, not only me recording some videos here on YouTube, there are hundreds of thousands YouTubers, TikTokers, Instagrammers, and so on, which do live stream, which do videos, which film something, which talk about something, and of course there are a lot of books written by many authors during the last thousands of years. Do you think it's not enough data to learn something, to teach something? I don't think so. I think it's all about not about proper data gathering and not about efficient algorithms to teach the models. That's it. Okay, thank you very much, our helper, which helped generate us those nice questions. I don't think it's quite a lot of news context provided here, but it's nice. It's nice. Okay, maybe not nice, but at least it's fine. So now we should come back and see what we can do, not with real-time API, but basically with real-time text-to-speech. Speech endpoints, text to speech. Oh, speech to text. Of course. Oh, and I forgot to show you my screen. Let me show. I'm answered those questions, and those questions were generated by our code, which we called discussion starters. And it's do a lot of things here, as you see, to get the articles, their content, and then just gather something which we could discuss in our stream. Okay, so let's go and create something more. And I'm thinking about maybe, creating some helpful AI agent which helped me to build the stuff. It shouldn't be too complex, like, developer friend with whom we could chat and which could do some building for me. So let's switch back here, and we have speech to text, and we have transcriptions, translations based on large V2 model. By the way, right now Whisper has a beautiful model which is it's paper. If we will look at the code, we will see that it has a beautiful model which is now called Turbo. Where is it? Or maybe let's see models. You see Turbo. It's the large, not maybe largest, but quite a lot number of parameter, more than medium, but slightly less than large. It's multi-language model. It's don't require as much memory as large, and it's very fast. It's faster than any other model except Tiny. But if we will compare, do we have any comparison of Turbo? Yeah, we already saw the Turbo. Hello. Okay, additionally, the Turbo model is an optimized version of Large V3 that offers faster transcription speed with a minimal degradation in accuracy. So basically, Turbo model is as capable as Large version 3, mostly in every scenario, which is really great, and it's work much faster. And we actually tried to execute it on our local machine, and it did pretty well. We will return to the question of executing everything on local machine for completely free, but later. I still have that in my list. So maybe I could close it. We could return here, quick start, nice by default, nice additional, nice API reference, translations, supported language, timestamps. It's what we have, response, timestamp granular realities, longer inputs, 25 megabytes. One way is to use this. Prompting, we could use some prompts. Improving reliability using the prompt parameter. And post-processing with like GPT-4. And Whisper Python package. What is that? Tokenizer. Oh, Whisper is custom tokenizer for English-only inputs. It uses the standard GPT-4.2 tokenizers, which are both accessible through the open source Whisper Python package. Okay. You can use a prompt. And is it SDK? Yeah, it's SDK. Language, prompt, response format, time, temperature, timestamp, granularities. Where was transcription? Create translations? No. And let's look in the cookbook. Yeah, let's maybe improve the font. How to use, and what if we will search for Whisper prompting guide? No. Can we just use Whisper like that? No. Okay, so let's switch to our AI agents. It's my how we create titles, not titles, thumbnails. And what is that? Okay, I also need to move it. So GPT-4, maybe we could start a new chat. And what we could ask it about, I am doing a stream. I want a local program which can listen to my microphone and do near real-time transcription. What are the best strategy I can use right now? By the way, I tried real-time SDK from OpenAI, but it's mostly on replying to my audio inputs rather than providing correct transcriptions. and it cost quite a lot. Let's check search, and please provide all the options I can look into at this moment. January 2025. So we urge that thing to search. And it's a local program that provides near real-time transcription from your microphone. Several offline speech-to-text solutions are available. Some notable options: Whisper, open source, capable of transcribing speech in multiple languages. Okay, I like it. Deep speech, open source, speech-to-text engine that operates in real time on various devices from high-powered GPU to Raspberry Pi 4. Not 3, by the way. It offers decent out-of-box accuracy and can be fine-tuned for specific needs. Julius Vosk Speech Brain. When selecting an appropriate tool, consider factors such as system compatibility, resource requirement, Yes. What could be an example of using Whisper? Can I use OpenAI SDK, or I should use only local Whisper for this need? So locally is a viable and cost-effective solution. Run Whisper on your machine, eliminates the need of API calls, reducing latency and expenses. Implement Whisper local installation, dependencies. Okay, install Whisper. Install FMPEG. Okay, real-time transcription setup, audio capture, utilize libraries like P-Audio and capture live audio from your microphone. Chunk processing, 5-second intervals to achieve near real-time transcriptions. Transcription loop. Okay. Let's see if we have our Whisper installed. Let's check. I just use Whisper. No, cancel. So we have Whisper here, correct? Do we have a list of models? Audio. Model dir, model, output format, task, transcribe, translate, languages. Okay. And probably we have FMPEG as well. FFmpeg. Come on. Yes. Of course we have. So, and that would be our code. Let's try to execute it. New file, local Whisper mic loop pi pam 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 pam. And let's not wait. Let's go and call it Python Whisper. What did we call it with Whisper? Local. Okay. Local Whisper mic loop. And what is that? No model named Pi Audio? Really? And what models we used for live chat or like live real-time mic? We used sound device and what else? Let's see what we've used for sound device. Stop audio event. Okay, audio device is alive. And audio output workers. SD output stream. SD stream start. Audio get timeout. audio stream, audio queue, chunk cat, audio chunk, output stream. No, we need something like mic audio, queue, audio, stream, SD input stream, and SD is, what is SD? SD is sound device. Maybe we could ask it to rewrite it to SD using OpenAI API, cloud-based and may not meet the requirement for real-time processing. Locally provide greater control. Set up and Whisper in a local machine can achieve near real-time. Can you rewrite local code to use sound device library? Sound device, torch, OpenAI Whisper, okay. Sound device, NumPy, Whisper. Let's try this code. And we go to local Whisper microphone loop. It's really small, 28 lines with a lot of comments. What if we load turbo? Status, transcribe, audio, data, FPV, false, and do we have language? Verbose, compression, is a new word, stamp, append punctuation, clip, hallucination, silence threshold, audio, optional, verbose, temperature. Okay. Model, and how we model Whisper load turbo. And we don't have any ways to, okay, device, download root. Okay. Okay. 5 seconds, sleep. And we audio data, status, in data callback, def, input stream, callback channel, sample rate, blockchain, sleep for one stream, and then we just do while true. And here we just send and get that in data and some number of 16, 32. Oh, okay. What it's doing, set sample rate, okay. Defines callback, pum, 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 pum. Why is 32? What is 32? Let's see if it will work. I'm talking something to Whisper. No, no, no. I believe it's starting Whisper. No. Let's see the program once again. Initialize, pum, 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 listening, input stream, callback channels, sample rate, block, size sample rate, duration, and duration is 5 seconds. Okay, it's loaded, and I still, oh. Hello, I don't see listening, so it's still trying to run the model, so loading everything in the memory, and it could be a tough thing. Okay, listening, and what's next? 5 seconds, so we should wait maybe 10 seconds. Hello. Control C to stop. Oh, what it says? User third slot with weight only false, which uses the default pick model implicit. It's possible to construct malicious pickle data which will execute arbitrary code during picking. C. In the future, release the default value of weight only will be flipped to true. This limits the functions that could execute during the recommend start weights to true checkpoint 2. Okay, transcription. Thank you. Thank you. It's not what I'm expecting from you. Or you just not not executing too fast. 5 seconds. Transcription result text. Model transcribe audio data. FP16 false. Really? Thank you. So right now looks like it doesn't work with us. Very nice. Let's try to use some what we used. What's the model we tried to use initially? Let's look. It was here, and initial model was base. Okay, let's try our base model. Give me a sec. Hello, someone in the chat. You can say hi, and my chatbot maybe will reply to you. Oh. We are trying to gather for my live chatbot more context, like my real-time speech data in text format, so it could reply to your questions like what I missed in this particular stream, because it could access previous streams easily. And we go here and execute our whisper once again, local whisper mic loop. Oh, and we don't have that base model, really? 6-7%. Okay. Maybe it will not take long. It says it will take less than a minute. Let's wait. Let's wait and see what we can do. You see, but if it will work, the size of the code for that task is really small. Of course, you need execute requirements like that. And one of the requirements should be whisper. And whisper is not here, really? Yeah, we need to add that whisper because it's part of my global installation, not this one. But yeah, it would install whisper. It's not actually huge. The models of the whisper are big enough. But yeah. Okay, let's see. Transcription. Looks like it's doing much better. But it doesn't transcribe anything. Hello, hello. Welcome to my stream. Hello, hello. Empty transcriptions. Okay. Can it just terminating? Okay. Let's go. Oh, let's go with that and go to maybe GPT-01. Really? Slightly more experienced models. Let's create new chat. Hi. I have my code. I do multiple mistakes, sorry. But it returns empty transcription all the time. Can we fix the issues? I really want to have real-time transcriptions while I'm doing my stream. You can propose different implementation for that task as well. I think in the future, the ability to write text very fast would be very important, because of course the fastest we are thinking, but because we're thinking about so many different things, it's very hard to catch, and probably even with neural link devices from Elon Musk, it would be not as easy to get exactly what we're thinking in the text format. In very near future. The other way of inputting data is how we speak. Of course, we speak pretty fast, and we could speak even faster, especially in some languages, but like Espanol. But you know, it's not as close as the speed we can type on the keyboard, on the normal standard keyboard. And when you interacting with ChatGPT or with other LLM models, of course, the faster you type, the faster you could receive some responses. Let's just ask some question from that model. By the way, what is the fastest speed of the text input if person is speaking, typing on keyboard, others? Please arrange those speeds with numbers and other options. Maybe it will understand, maybe not, but let's check. Let's check. I don't know what's going on. Okay. The speed of which individuals can produce text varies, okay, depending on the method. Speaking, average data approximately 100 words per minute. Pretty cool. Typically between 140 and 170 on the individual and context. Typing and keyword. Really? Really? Average typist around 40 words per minute. Professional about 80. Highly skilled typist about 100 words per minute. Oh, come on. And word record 216 words per minute using IBM electric typewriter. Handwriting. Okay, handwriting is not stenography. Trained stenographer capable of speed ups up to 360 words per minute. Real-time transcription task as court reporting. Sign language not as fast. So looks like speech is the fastest. For some reason I thought that speed of typing is much faster than speaking, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. What it says about my code. Empty transcription. So why code yields empty transcription? In your callback you are doing in data to produce float 32 data, then in data is already in the range from and divided by will drive all samples close to 0. If input print and configured in 16, then dividing valid because in data would be, we must make sure this setting match. Small discontinued audio chunks, okay, real time with streaming with chunked directly on each short callback. Buffer is typically slow and may not yield immediate results. And more proper and more typical approach to buffer in some audio in a queue or write ring buffer and then periodically run transcribe. Minimal fix to your existing code. I don't like minimal fix. Using a queue and transcribing in the main thread. Let's try this code because it's closer to what we had before. Of course, it's make our code twice in its length, and it now will be 58 lines with some new lines with of course comments, printing and so on. So what we are doing here, We still use base model, sample rate. Okay, we have 1 second per callback. And then we have input stream, which is our default input stream. And we just execute thread, which we t-start. And it transcribe loop. We start executing it. And here we just while true, we just get audio queue get. What is audio queue? It's our just queue. And buffer and p array k. Buffer chunk. If length of the buffer more than 5 seconds, we just transcribe it, print transcription, and then again we just make it empty. And in audio callback, it's probably just put into the audio queue, correct? Status, print status, data in data, float 32, divide on z, audio queue, put data. I'm not so good to check if it will work, but let's try. Maybe let's clean the screen and execute once again. So now it should listen to us and produce results every 5 seconds probably. So yeah, so far it's doing pretty good. You see, I think it's real good. What we should say to verify it, we'll see soon. Oh, I don't like I don't like those non-English words. So let's see what we can do. I believe it would be in Whisper, in transcribe with some parameter. Model transcribe. It should be something like language. But I don't see language. Yeah, I see. It's not very well. So let's go back to our O1 and say more low-level streaming capabilities, but the principle stays the same. Gather audio, then feed it. Okay, more continuous overlapping transcriptions. Using a queue to transcribe in the main thread. More continuous overlapping transcription, possibly incorporate what? To transcribe only when speech is present. Options is external word libraries. Keep enrolling for the last 10 seconds every seconds. Overlapping transcriptions. Okay. Okay. I used the solution from 2 and it's not bad so far. Can I specify some input prompt for Whisper and specify language as well? It should be very simple question, or one shouldn't think really long. Like it should answer maybe in 10 seconds or faster. I hope. Setting transcription parameters. Okay, 20 seconds, not 10. Okay, result model transcribe language n. Why didn't show me language? So let's do that like that. Providing initial prompt. Oh. Initial prompt. I am a Mantic developer doing a live stream on YouTube. Okay. Talking about AI, agents, analytics, software, what it says, development and more. Okay, looks good. Putting all together. Okay, it put all together for me. Nice. Initial prompt, language, transcribe, input, ratata, listening, sleep, adding prompt dynamically. You can dynamically update initial prompt as needed. Before calling transcribe, initial prompt, adding file tuning temperature. Oh, really? What I did? Forward? Okay. Temperature controls the randomness of decoding. Default is 0, which is deterministic. Best of beam times for more advanced decoding strategies. No speech threshold. 2222. Docstring. Will it add those parameters here? Model. I don't think it's there, correct? Model base. Okay, let's switch here and see if we can improve it. Hello, welcome to my stream. It's Romantic Developer, and today we are testing our mic live streaming capabilities, and we just missed the word developer. Oh, crap. Okay. Okay. So it should understand only English, which is good. So it shouldn't transcribe any words in any other language. Espanol, lingua. No. What I can say? Yo hablo español muy poco. Muy poco, not very often. Muy poco, it's very bad. Oh, fraction number. Okay. So, okay, base doing not as well as I imagine, and probably because we're not overlapping, and we just do streams. I mean, stream anywhere. Maybe it's doing not so good. Okay. Okay, let's try slightly different thing. What if we will use not base but turbo? Just turbo. No, we don't need enable external scorer. Turbo. Okay, let's close it. We don't need all of the stuff right now. 1 second per callback chunk. Okay, and when we have more than 5 seconds, we just send it. Okay, maybe not the best strategy, but let's execute it once again and see if our turbo stream is doing better. Let's wait. Unless it loads the turbo model, it would take slightly more. I see that my OBS today is slightly more loaded now for some reason. Okay, now we're trying to use turbo model, and it's doing pretty bad because it's not transcribing every 5 seconds for sure. Maybe it's transcribing every 5 seconds, but it took so much time that we see the results not after 5 seconds, but after, I don't know, maybe after 20. Okay, let's start. Hello, I'm Romantic Developer and I'm doing my stream testing our mic live detection and transcribing using Whisper near real-time transcription services. Really? I think it's too long. I'm doing my stream. Testing our mic live detection and transcribing using Whisper near real-time something. Okay, transcription services. No, not bad. Not bad, but too long. Not close to real time. Let's ask our ChatGPT for O. This is my final code. Can we make it execute faster? Is it using CUDA or not? Let's see how we could use it. Really? I couldn't send it for some reason. I want to close it for now. Quick settings show. Oh. Okay, close yes for this session. Yes for now. Why it's not big? Why use voice model? No. Close. Why is that? What is that update? Okay, now it's allowing me to send something. Is it because of my transcription services right now? Is it why my computer is so slowly executing? No drop frames, you know. Okay, let's executing. Let's import torch. Torch is available. Terminal Jupyter. We need terminal. Let's not PowerShell. Maybe another command prompt. I don't know what is that. Let's execute another command prompt. Let's type Python. Okay, and import torch. Let's see. False. CUDA torch is available. It's not using CUDA. I believe some time ago. I already installed something like that. False. Exit. Okay. Torch. CUDA torch. Okay. Looks like I remembered we installed in here torch in our requirements txt. We don't install any torch, I see. And what is here? We have our configurations, AI helper, readme, videos. LLM configs, transcribing, whisper, output format, all output dir. Pam pam pam, not exist, exit, exit. Use tokens, building this on payload, Yeah, it's one of our first sync, and probably when we played with CUDA and Torch and everything, we played in some specific virtual environment where we were able to execute it and build Torch and use it. So we rebuilt the Torch to use CUDA, and it was fine. And I believe it was on this computer. But really, I need to find it later. So let's see once again our models. Whisper tokenizer. Let's go just to whisper. Not here, probably here. To the root. Look on the models and look on the base. We have base, tiny, and the next would be, we tried turbo, and maybe we can try small. It's still base. Are we using base right now? Base. So it's not much memory. Maybe we can use try to use small. I understand that it shouldn't be as fast as turbo, and base should be less faster than turbo. But you see, maybe because we execute without CUDA, turbo actually not as fast as base. Let's use small and let's see if it will work. I don't think we have small model installed. Oh, we have. And it's nice. So let's talk something. Hello, I'm a romantic developer, and here I am testing local Whisper near real-time transcription services using for providing my live chatbot a live stream context where I talk something and it can transcribe and immediately put into some file, and we could read from this file and see the context. And where I am now. Is it real time or not? You know, I'd say it's mostly real time. So let me count something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Why so fast? 20. So, looks like it's okay. It's close to real time, but not too fast. And maybe it's not as bad. So we could live with it, correct? And small looks like pretty cool. It's not as maybe it's not as capable as Turbo, but it should be better than Base. So I don't see any issues with that model. You see, it's probably doing exactly what we need here. So I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. It. No, not it. 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 Tu. Ha 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 ha. It's never guessed what I'm trying to say, but it's maybe it's my, ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Oh, nice. It understands that I want to say ha ha ha. Okay. Ha 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 test is passed. What is out? It. No, probably it's again we'll say it. It is. It. Hile channel? No, I didn't say that. What is out? It is. Hile channel. No ads. I didn't say Hile channel. Oh, okay. I said Hile channel. Okay. Why no ads? Okay. Anyway, I think it's pretty good. So with that information, our live chat bot could do much better. The only thing, if we will move it to website, how we can do that live chat in that case. We can continuously probably track the live chat into I like cuckoo into listening the micro and doing the same on the website server side, correct? Probably it will work. Other option, we just need to execute some program locally and it will send our live transcribed live chat, which I not like so much. Let's ask what OpenAI is thinking about it. Okay, thank you. Much better. I am thinking on option to move my program to server side and make it available through web interface. How will change my approach to preserve real-time transcript on the server side? Can I use the same approach or should switch to OpenAI SDK whisper calls? Yeah, I'm writing with not the same speed as speaking, but I believe at some point of time I was able to write on the keyboard with bigger speed, or at least with the same speed as I speak. And yeah, I mean, my native language where I speak pretty fast, and I was able to, I studied that, 10 blind 10 methods of entering the text, and it was pretty fast. I believe my speed was more than 200 characters a minute. Of course, it's not 200 words a minute, But come on, 200 words a minute, is it possible? Running Whisper locally on the server. So below overview of your options on the server similar or stream audio from client to try to use OpenAI API. However, the API doesn't officially provide continuous streaming endpoint, so you would need a simulate near real-time approach with chunking. Running Whisper locally on the server, the server runs a Python process with Whisper loaded, GPU server or CPU is performance sufficient, and remote clients send audio data over socket WebSocket architecture. Client browser with front-end captures audio via web audio API similar, encodes and sends those chunks over the WebSocket HTTP connection. Server receives those audio chunks, accumulates them into buffer, and call model transcribe periodically. Return transcriptions, implementation outline, model, WebSocket receive from buffer, do the same, transcriber, do the same, server transcriptions, and we just start thread, WebSocket serve audio consumer on port, run until complete start server, and it would be our WebSockets run forever. Pros and cons: complete control over streaming logic. Through streaming, you can continuously feed audio to get partial results. No dependency on external. Cons require hosting a server with enough CPU, GPU power for your load. Managing concurrency for multiple clients might require more advanced thread handling or a load balancer. Using the OpenAI Whisper API, OpenAI Whisper endpoint, only support file-based requests at the moment. There is no official streaming real-time endpoint you can open and continuously send audio to it. Simulated streaming with chunks. Client records small WAV files or buffer on about 5-10 seconds. Client send each chunk to your server or directly to OpenAI's endpoint. Server or client pulls the results, merge the transcriptions, and provides them to the user. Must be encoded as a file. Form data style upload requires a separate API request response. That introduced overhead and latency. Definitely not the same as true low latency streaming, but can approximate a real time if your chunk size is small enough. Example, pseudo code. Nice. And it sent transcribe, response request, and it's WAV file pass. Okay, chunk transcription, transcribe locally, OpenAI transcription, time sleep. Offload heavily computation on OpenAI servers. Easy to scale since you don't have to manage GPU. Cons: no genius streaming, latency, potential cost, rate limits. What should I choose? Is true real time is important? No, you could, if you cannot do or don't want to host your own model, you can tolerate a short delay between each chunk and then return transcript. OpenAI Whisper, not true real time. Local, Open Whisper, keep your same approach. Okay, so no good solution, but we expected something like that. Now I have a working approach to create a real-time content for my stream, like to transcribe real-time content for my stream. Like I have a chatbot. Let's use our live chatbot. I want to add live transcription to my live chatbot as a separate process and add new function Maybe, maybe let's have live chatbot functions. Tools, Python. So we gather context by hand. We have a function to do that, but for the whole files, now we just want some separate files. Tools. To separate process and add new function like get current real-time stream content. So bot can answer questions about current live stream, like what I have missed are similar. Can you help me with full and final code changes which should work perfectly? Maybe I asked too much about working perfectly, but let's see. Okay, and we already streaming about 1 hour 30 minutes. Surely we need to look forward for 1 hour in the future. But it's the future. All that things is the future of us developers. If we will continue to do very simple tasks, they will be not needed anymore. And it's, it's a pity, because how you become a professional and can do real very hard task if you have to miss that small, like that process when you learn on small and simple tasks. Maybe you could talk really cool with LLMs or AI agents in the future, and they do exactly what you need. But in case if they couldn't produce some code for some reason, because some interface or something, you need to be really good to teach them. Whisper in separate process to continuously capture, store ongoing transcript in text file like current transcript. Expose a new function like get current real-time stream content that chatbot integrates that important. You will run in one terminal and run your main chatbot in another. The chatbot can then call get when it's need the latest text. Create a new script, live transcriber by current transcript. So whenever it's getting the transcript, it just open a file into append mode and just save it. That's it. Update tools to provide new functions. Get current real-time stream content. Read content. Okay, add a new function definition to live chatbot functions. Ensure live chatbot can call the function. It was too simple. It was too simple. I mean, it's done exactly what I want, but it was too simple. I thought it will combine both codes into one file. It would have more sense. Okay, I have an idea how to make it nicer. We surely could use the same approach, not to keep it in memory, but writing into the file. But we will talk about file strategy, how we want to make it some specific file name. But I still want to put it into the one chat. Into one file. So once we execute it, it will run and it will run and do multiple operations at once. Read the chat, read from microphone, and do it in one file. Why it is better to have two separate files and processes and not combine it into one file. Maybe it says about something like that. Customize and chunk size. Okay. That's it. A separate transcription process, new function. Whether replace all code in one file or separate into multiple scripts can be a matter of preference and project requirement. However, there are some practical benefits. Separation of concerns. The transcription process focuses on capturing audio data, buffering it, converting it. The chatbot focuses on handling live chat messages. Okay, keeping them separate often make your code easier to read. Performance and resource management. Audio capture and interface can be CPU GPU intensive, especially if you're transcribing. By running a separate process, you can better manage and scale the transcription, different machine or container. If Whisper crash or styles, it won't bring down your chatbot or vice versa. Is the scaling, decoupled development, resilience, clear? Can you combine them into one screen? Absolutely. Smaller hobby or proof of concept project. In many cases, one script is all you need. However, your system grows, the issues. Okay, maybe it makes sense. So, can we write it to folder transcripts with unique name like transcript, something like, I don't know, like year, month, day, hour, minute. TXT. And when we start a new program, just check if there is a file which has been created or accessed less than an hour ago, configurable. Then use this file to append, otherwise it would be a new file. I want to leave it for tomorrow. Locate a recent transcript file with past X minutes. Use that file found. Otherwise, create a new file named by datetime transcript folder. So let's call it live transcriber. And let's go here and local whisper. Let's say it live transcriber. Okay. And now it's still transcribed and it's still transcribed what I said. Richard both of us as versa. Okay, probably I read something and it's not very nicely. But you see, it did pretty great. It didn't use a lot of resources of my computer and it's not GPU. So based because don't have Torch installed, CUDA installed with my Torch version. So I have CUDA installed, but it's version not supported by Torch by the time. Yeah, so let's see. Now what I need to do. I need to switch back here and here. And what we have here, copy, oh no, get live transcriber. So let's go to our code, live transcriber, copy code, and we have small, and we have live chatbot, live transcriber. We have small. Okay. Put as is. We're writing into the text, and now we want to change it. Get active transcription file. Will it be utilities? Utilities. Transcripts. Dir pass, and we make dir pass transcripts now. Minutes, cutoff time. Pattern, cutoff minutes. Okay. File pass, candidate files, globe pattern, which is transcript something. If from timestamp, datetime, mtime, cutoff, okay, return otherwise, create new file, and new file, encoding f right, and return it. Yeah, looks good. So here we need also add something like we have OS, we need to add globe and datetime. Okay, time delta. Now in our code we need to import that thing. Let's go to our live stream, live transcriber. Let's go here from utilities, import get live transcribe file, cutoff minutes 60, model small. Okay, that thing will go away. Model audio, transcribe loop, buffer, transcribe loop. So if text, we do that one. And probably we can combine it with open transcribe pass, datem now, transcription. Probably we don't need that transcription text. And in main, get receive user transcript file. stream input audio stream, okay. And we stream thread transcribe loop arcs transcribe. So thread transcribe loop daemon true arcs t start real-time transcription is running. Main oh no, looks good. And that is get active transcript file. Possible requirements: use modification time with access time. This time what you want. File rotating logic. Database approach. Use config. Summary. Keep. Okay, what we want to go to the tools, and we have our new tools, which we'll call get current real-time content stream, get active transcript file transcripts. From utilities also we'll read that thing. Will it allow us to load more like that? Probably. What else we need? OS we have. Cutoff minutes, OS pass exist open. Read. No, it's too small. Let's make 5,000. Yeah, looks good. With time component, do we need time component? I'm not sure. Okay, let's restart that sync. And we could execute it once again. So we say Python live transcriber Python, and with open transcription file live transcriber transcript pass. Okay, transcript pass to transcript pass print transcription. Text hour minute seconds open pass transcript pass, and we have that. Oh, we don't have argument in transcribe loop. Transcript pass 30. Okay, now we have. And that is with something don't need. Okay, now it should be better. And we have created future user transcript file transcript year day really text oh, I copied something wrong, correct? So we just do something like that. Text result strip, if text, do that thing. And we just remove that. Okay, that should work. Now let's clear everything, execute it once again, and it should work. File is the same file, and we run in real-time transcription, correct? Correct? No! What is datetime is not defined. I forgot the datetime. You see, it's simple. It's simple. Just it's not provided as a full file. Probably we could ask it and not syncing, but if we do every time this, we stop syncing at all, and it's not good. I believe it's still not too much time for us. Oh, let's execute Python live transcriber. Whisper is defined, file is here, and we transcribing something. In 5 seconds we will know, in 5 seconds we will know, in 5 seconds we will know. Okay, nice. So we have now see when we say something, and also here we receive transcripts file, and it will continuously grow, correct? Do we have, oh, it's nice, it's updating it. You see, it's updating right in Visual Studio Code. It's nice. So, and let's see other changes required, and we could very test it very quickly, and we say, okay, we're mostly done. We're mostly done with all our changes. So now we should just make sure that in call tools we have set functions, get current real-time content, live chatbot here, else if get real-time content. Do we have that defined? No, it's in utilities. Oh, it's in tools. Really? Yeah, in tools it exists. Nice. So what else we need? We need that sync copy, and we go to live chat functions, copy, paste. We have get current real-time stream content, returns the latest real-time transcribe content from the ongoing audio stream. Okay, nice. And we probably don't need anything else. Okay, that is sync is implemented already. And content, okay. And I believe that's it. So right now we can switch here. I know it's bad, but let's connect once again. So it's connected, and say hi. And we could see that hi somewhere here. It's a long time, long journey, mostly 2 hours. So, and let's ask something. Hi, what I have missed so far. And let's see what it will do. It should receive that message. It understands that it should reply, fetching 5 last completed live streams from YouTube. Found last 0 completed live streams. Why it says found last 0 completed live streams? Get last stream context with arguments. I mean, in the ongoing stream. So it says, okay, function called get current real-time stream content. Okay. And it's reply in the ongoing stream. Romantic developers transcribing a file in real time, discussing AI, software development, live chat functionality. The stream is interactive and updates continuously. Okay. Nice. Let's look. Of the text from the last live stream. Of the get summaries from the last 5 streams of the last 5 streams in the channel. Get top A news, get general provides global context about stream, returns the last real-time transcribed content from the ongoing stream right now during the chat. Right now can contain information. It contains information about what the host is spoken with 5 seconds delay. Okay, let's check our utilities, our tools functions. So that file working fine. Get stream info, chat configuration, AI bot config folder, stream info. Okay. Get latest general news is okay. Okay. Get last 5 stream summaries. Discussion. Prepare last stream. Discussions. Config. Whisper config. Number of streams. Prepare last streams. Prepare last streams. YouTube updater. Get last streams. Number of streams. If not, video IDs. And YouTube updater. Config. And config is our just generic config. What about the last stream? No, probably we will leave that question to for future. So it says get last stream context, and it's tried to fetch in 5 last stream from YouTube and found last 0 completed live streams on YouTube. So looks like, yeah, it says you. Not good, not good. So what we can see, if we do in our configuration, and I believe we have default configuration like this, generic Azure. If we will try to do something like that, I mean last stream, not 5 last streams. So now it will not find token. Okay, probably it's already So if you will execute it once again, let's see how it will work. So right now it's asking me something which I firstly thought it asked me about live chatbot, but actually it's about my main channel. So yeah, it's my generic profile. Successfully initialized OpenAI client. Please no valid credentials available. So I need just to use romantic developer. And of course I need to click continue, say here. So authenticated ID, and then it's authenticated bot. What I have missed so far. Let me see what it will. So it's trying to understand again last five completed live streams from YouTube. It's found, it's builded, and you missed the 131 stream where topics include AI chatbots and strategies. Check the full streams for details. What about the last stream? Do you have full content of it? I mean, really last stream. Okay, maybe we need to rework our functions because, you know, it's tend to get last five completed live streams. What about this stream? Okay, now we try get current real-time stream, and it says ongoing streams discuss AI, politics, and software development, checking tools and functions. It's interacting with audience, question and answer, join for updates. It's used get current real-time stream content, and in our real-time current stream content, where we are talking about politics. It's our first stream start to dream, correct? Okay, let's stop it. Let's start it. Okay, it's picked up our previous file. Okay, what we saw here, it used something from our prompt, and it start dream. You see, it's start pushing it a lot, and then it pushed a lot. Thank you. Of course, I'm talking thank you, but not so much. Yeah. Okay, I know how we can improve that slightly. I know, but for now, let's say it's all we can do. We got some real-time updates for our stream. Now, when our chat live bot is asked, it's at least knows something about this current stream. We need to rework slightly on function description, so it know better which functions to use every time. So, but overall, it's pretty nice thing, I believe. Yeah. Also, we can do maybe a few other nice functions and try to see how our live chatbot could do some moderation just in case, you know. And it would be nice. So far, I believe it's it's time to wrap up the stream. So I will not run another our chatbot, which will read, which will talk to you in that mood, like Marvin. We, by the way, could also allow the chatbot to use the same tools as our live chatbot, that Marvin or someone else, and it, of course. Come on, I haven't talked that. Maybe I need to. Maybe I need to remove that. I'm just afraid it can use everything I'll put as prompt every time. I think whenever I keep silence, it's putting something like thank you, thank you, thank you. Maybe we need to work on slightly improving that transcription. Maybe we need to work slightly on improving the transcription, because, come on, if it's silence, it's silence, you know. If it's not silence, then it should talk. But when it's silence, it's just saying thank you, and then I'm romantic developer doing something. Not bad, of course, but thank you, thank you. Okay. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed what we have done today. Yeah, maybe it wasn't without any glitches, but we are building real AI agents which perform a live chatbot helper right now for us. Such role, it's not perfect, but it's evolving, and today we added capability, for now completely for free, to add ability to access live chat transcribe content, so it could know about what we have talked and probably do some nice moves. Also, yeah, maybe we can ask some more specific question whenever it checks the chat, like, hey, right now a host said something like that. It's his last 100 characters or something. Maybe for the last 5 minutes we could use how many words? 150 words? I don't think it's words, you know. I don't think it's words. Do you remember? Okay. I'm thinking about it all the time, you know. Let's just ask. Hi. Completely separate question about speed of information input to computer using different methods like talking, typing on the keyboard, what is the fastest, what are the speeds, and which is most promising. Let's see. Let's wrap up the stream on that question. And while thinking, I'll wish you a good time, a good day. Hopefully, you will be well prepared for the upcoming artificial intelligence, which would be real. What you can do, you could become a very good person, very good human, with a lot of wisdom, with a lot of acceptance, with a lot of love, most of which not available to AI and wouldn't be available to AI in nearest term, hopefully. But those properties, that capabilities of yours will help you to unite with other people and build something beautiful, not in act of aggression and division, but act of uniteness and sharing the global values, you know. Let's see, typing at keyword. Average non-professional 30-40 words, professional about 60-80, world-class typist about 100 words per minute. Someone exceed 150 words. Typing is extremely precise. You can accurately place text and make on-the-fly edits. Muscle memory can make typing very fast and consistent with practice. Cons: physical ergonomic strain. Okay. Speech to text token. Human speech is often 120, 160 words per minute. So you can say at least 2 words per second. 21. Probably, yeah, probably it's true. You can reach up to 200 words per minute if someone is speaking quickly. Yeah, it's quicker. With modern speech recognition, you can often achieve near real-time transcription of 150 words per minute. Okay, latency could vary. Pros: potentially faster. Hands-free can be more natural for users who have difficulty typing. Continuous improvement in machine learning. Cons: accuracy can be inadequate. Environment requires post-processing. Okay. Handwriting, stylus input. Yeah, it's slow. Touch on screen keyboards. Slow. Emerging niche methods. Gesture control. Potentially high intuitive control for certain task. Okay. Eye tracking or gaze input. Slower text speed. Okay. Brain-computer interface. Experimental early stage. Current text entry speeds are usually very slow. Could eventually become a game changer. Which is fastest in practice? Speech. Touch typing extremely fast with training. Very precise and widely accessible in most environment tasks. Most promising, of course, it would be speech recognition, multimodal inputs, advanced AI assistance, brain-computer interface, in short. Of course, it's better answer than from GPT-4. It provides even brain-computer interfaces things. But yeah, looks like, yeah, for some reason I thought that, okay, speaking not as fast as typing, but yeah, I was wrong. Of course, speaking is faster than typing. Okay, but with speaking, it's something that you... So current models has that some limitness in terms of... so let's imagine ChatGPT interface. You couldn't combine speech and text inputs very natively. What I mean, you couldn't say, okay, this is my code and let's do that, and that, especially in advanced voice. Advanced voice has multiple limitations. It don't have access to internet. It so you need to exit the advanced voice when you enter something. And yeah, it's not so fast. Maybe if they solve it, it would be game changer right now. And of course, brain interface would be a game changer in the future, because in the with the brain interface, you could not only type the papers, the full letter size of text in seconds, but also manipulate text, manipulate objects, everything. Yeah, it would be very fast. But it's very complex at the moment. Okay, returning to the stream. Yeah, today we did some progress. Let's finalize that progress, commit it to our live chat, and think about our next challenge, next AI agent to create. Hopefully nice. Maybe we could rework our current solution to be more precise agent. So let's see. So far, I wish you a good day and see you tomorrow or whenever you are ready. Please leave me some comments under the stream so I could know, I will know what you're interested in and what we need to discuss like in our next streams, where we need to look in which direction and where. Okay, guys, hopefully the future is promising and not only the dangerous. So let your future be promising and cool and lovely and full of wisdom, acceptance, and so on. Have a great day and see you.